Down here in Pearland, Texas, south of Houston. Yep, trying to get everything all ready for the transition from WhiteStones Logistics over to L on Wheels. Yeah, it's humid down here in Texas. Been dealing with bad, lousy DMV crap and more on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and furry studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, here I am parked in Pearland, Texas. Yeah, I know, I never heard of it either. This is where Elliot lives, and this is where he parks his truck. I'm parked at a little lot here where he's allowed to do that, and so this is where I was last night, Monday night, and so I delivered my load on Monday up in Katy, Texas. And then came on down here. We went to the county tax office yesterday to try to get everything done that we needed to get done to get me onto his account, to get the plate, blah, blah, blah. That, of course, took 10 times as long as it should have. And then we went over to the main DMV where you can only do the apportioned plates, which is the commercial stuff. This morning, 8 o'clock, we got there. And what time did we leave? Oh my God, it was like almost 3 p.m. 6.5 hours we were there waiting. My God, it took forever. Elliot is very patient. I was about to lose my mind. I just kept playing that little word play, you know, that where it's a 5-letter word, and you try to pick the letters, and you get like 5 or 6 chances. Thank God I had my phone with me, because that kept me occupied all day. But got my plate, so we're all set to go there. We got the insurance finalized. Still trying to do some other things finalized. Oh God, here's my Texas plate on the truck. Yep, there it is, the Lone Star State, as they say. You know, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Anyway, so got that done, and then after we got back here, we stopped at Whataburger, by the way. And if you've never had a Whataburger, you're missing out, baby. My wife and I used to live in East Texas, in Nacogdoches, and I loved Whataburger. Huge burgers. I mean, a couple of, it'll kill a camel. I mean, they're huge. I just got a basic number 2, a couple of patties, cheese, barbecue sauce. Yeah, baby. And Whataburger is a beautiful thing, and I hadn't had one in about 9 years. It was everything I remembered it and dreamed that it could be. So then when Elliot and I got back here late this afternoon after doing all that, we went ahead and pulled the WhiteStones Logistics stickers off the truck, and we put on the L on Wheels stickers. I swapped out the plate like I showed you earlier. So here's some pictures of now the L on Wheels stickers here on the Clutch Trucker truck. Tell you though, I just can't handle the humidity down here. I grew up in Colorado. I live in Wyoming now, and humidity is not my friend, baby. While we're out there trying to do the stickers, I'm just sweating my butt off. I just don't like humidity. But anyway, we got all that done. Then I've been spending the rest of this evening trying to get my permit book in order, taking all the WhiteStone stuff out, putting all the L on Wheels stuff in, making sure we have everything in order. I've got to give everything back to Market WhiteStones. I had to pull off the IFTA stickers. I had to pull off the HUT sticker. The New York HUT heavy use tax is what that is. Take pictures of the truck without his stuff on it, with the new stuff on it, get the plate on, get all the rest of his paperwork to him, get all the logs to him, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and that's another thing we did. We plugged in the Motive e-log, which used to be called Keep Truckin'. And so to test it, I did a little quick run up the road to Walgreens. So I did a PC, and what I loved is when we plugged the damn thing in, it actually had the right odometer. The trucking office was off by like, I can't even remember, 370 or 670 miles. I'm like, why is it off? When I tried the Garmin e-log, it was off by 16 miles, which was weird. This one is dead on. I know a lot of you have been saying in the comments, every time I keep complaining about trucking office, just go to Motive, it's been working fine. And so far I'm impressed. It worked well going up and back on the PC. I will have all my paper logs are reset like 2 o'clock in the morning, and so we'll sync up with the e-log, and hopefully if this emotive e-log works for me, I won't have to do the paper logs at all anymore. I won't have to run the trip sheets anymore. So we'll see. So that's what we're hoping. Also, I know a lot of you in the last video or two commented saying, boy, your air dryer is popping off all the time, and yes, it is. I just had the air dryer replaced before I left Wyoming again because it had failed. Well, but it's still doing the same thing the old one did. So I've got another issue. I'm trying to narrow that down, and Elliot's got a guy who's going to come over tomorrow, Johnny, and look at it all, and hopefully he can fix that for me here, and hopefully a lot less than it would cost me to go to a shop. What do you think? So we may not get back on the road tomorrow. We've got a few more things to finalize. We're almost there, you know, doing the transition. Lots of different paperwork, lots of things you got to do, lots of but we're getting there. And that's what I've been working on tonight, trying to get all that done. And we spent all day today at the DMV, but we're getting there. So hopefully my first load with L on Wheels will be coming soon. I know some of you have said, why isn't an ELL on wheels like Hell on Wheels? Because that's kind of what it's a play on. But Elliot didn't think about that when he was naming it. He was like, well, my name's Elliot, EL on wheels. And of course, not thinking about the fact that Elon Musk, that a lot of people are going to think it's Elon, E-L-O-N. Well, it's not. It's L on wheels. So anyway, we'll deal with that, you know. All right. So transition in effect. We're trying to get everything done. And like I said before, I did leave WhiteStones Logistics. I left Mark on good terms. Matter of fact, I was on the phone with him like an hour tonight, talking with him, and he was being very supportive about my move, and we're still remaining good friends. He's going to be a good asset to both Elliot and me when we have a lot of questions, because he's been doing it under his own authority for a few years. So this is brand new for us. So as we venture out and we have any questions, we will call him, because he's highly organized, very diligent, and we know we can call on him with any questions. What do you think? So I've still got to finish the maintenance reports for Mark for February, because I drove through for him through February, so he needs those for his file. And of course I'll start doing that for Elliot on L on Wheels for his files. So we want to make sure we have all our I's dotted, T's crossed, and all that crap. What do you think? Yeah. So anyway, we're going to finish that up tonight, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully this guy Johnny can help me with my air issue and the air dryer popping off constantly, and get that figured out. I may still have to replace that air dryer again, because whatever's causing the problem, I'm kind of thinking it's the unloader valve in the compressor, and that might not be a cheap fix, but that might mean that the new air dryer I just put on is still bad. So we'll see with that. Like I say, so far happy with the motive. We'll see how that goes. Glad to be rid of that damn trucking office. So if all goes well with the motive, Clutch Trucker will be officially on e-logs. I've still got my paper logs if I need to run them, but we'll be all set to go. So there's the update on the transition from WhiteStones Logistics to L on Wheels, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Just a short little video letting you know, yep, I'm in the transition stage, trying to get everything done, and getting all ready to roll with the new carrier. So we're all excited about that, right, Rusty? Are you excited? Where I'm parking here is where Elliot parks his truck. Tons of grass for Rusty to run around. He's been really enjoying that, haven't you? Just bouncing all around in the grass, having a good old time, yeah. Happy dog. All right, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, please like and comment. Get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. I'm sorry, Mr. Farnsworth. Mrs. Farnsworth had seen a mouse, and that's what frightened her. When? Just now? No, before, but she relives it. All right, Rusty, you know, you got to come down here to start. Come on. You know the rules. Oh, and there we go. All right. Grab that bacon strip. He's loving that bacon strip. Sometimes he eats too fast and he starts to cough, but he loves that bacon strip. All right, that was just a little piece. I got another one for you, okay, when you're ready. Are you all ready? Nope, still chewing, Dad. Still chewing. All right, you ready? Oh, here's that other one. Oh, here it comes. Oh, yes. Loving it. He's loving it. Alright, so I'm finally cooled down. My God, I can't handle humidity. Rusty was panting his butt off too. He's like, yeah, I got all this fur on me, you know? Why are we in this humid climate? Alright, happy dog look. Rusty!